Hello, everyone, and welcome to Next Gen Agile with Shafali. So, in this episode, I will talk about basics. Have you heard Agile but don't really get it? Let me ask you something. How many times have you seen in a meeting where someone said we need to be more agile and everyone nodded, but nobody actually explained what that means? If you're a manager, a developer, business analyst, or just someone in a team, this video is for you. In next 7 to 8 minutes, I am going to break down what agile actually is. Walk you through the most common frameworks and most importantly tell you when to use which one. So, let's dive in. What is agile? First things first, agile is not a software tool. It is not a project management methodology. And it is definitely not just something your IT team does. Agile is a mindset, it's a set of values and principles about how teams work together to deliver value faster and more reliably. It was born in 2001 when 17 software developers got together, frustrated with slow, rigid, plan heavy processes, and wrote what they called the Agile Manifesto. The Agile Manifesto gives us four core values, and I'm sure each one of you might have heard or read about these values somewhere. First, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Second, working software over comprehensive documentation. Third, customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Responding to change over following a plan. Notice it says over, not instead of. Agile doesn't throw plans out of the window. It just says be ready to adapt when reality changes because it always does. Think it in this way. Imagine you're cooking dinner for 10 guests and you plan the menu, but halfway through, you find out that two guests are vegetarian. Do you stick rigidly to the plan or do you adopt? Agile says adopt. Deliver what the customer actually needs, not what you assumed they needed 6 months ago. Now, think Agile as the umbrella. Under that umbrella, there are several frameworks that give you the actual structure of how to work in an Agile way. The most popular ones are Scrum, Kanban, SAFe, called as Scaled Agile Framework. Then we have XP, Extreme Programming, and then we have Lean. So we'll go through each of these frameworks quickly and clearly. Let's start with the most common one, Scrum. What is Scrum? And I know it's the most widely used agile framework. So here is the core idea. Scrum is broken, where Scrum is where work is broken into short fixed cycles called sprints. Usually, the sprint is of 2 weeks. Each sprint has a clear goal. At the end, you deliver something, a working piece of your product. It has three key roles: product owner, who owns the backlog, prioritizes what gets built; scrum master, who removes blockers, facilitate the process, suggests the process improvements; and third, development team, builds the actual product. It has four key ceremonies. First is sprint planning. What are we building this sprint? Daily stand up. It's a quick 15-minute sync every morning with the team. Sprint review shows stakeholders what was built. And lastly, my favorite, sprint retrospective. How can we improve as a team? So, for managers, Scrum gives you visibility. Every 2 weeks, you see progress. You are not waiting 6 months and hoping for the best. Best used when you have a clear product vision, a stable team, and work that can be broken into chunks. Software development, product teams, even marketing campaigns can use Scrum as a framework. Second, Kanban. Kanban is simpler than Scrum. No sprints, no fixed dates, no fixed roles, just a visual board. You take work items called carts and move them across columns: to do, in progress, and done. The magic of Kanban is WIP limit, work in progress limit. You cap how many tasks can be in progress at once. Why? Because multitasking kills productivity. Kanban forces focus when it is best used. When work is continuous, unpredictable, think of IT support, bug fixing, operation team, content production, anything where new requests come in constantly and you just need to manage the flow. Let's see the third framework: SAFE, Scaled Agile Framework. Okay, so what happens when Agile needs to scale across 5 teams, 20 teams, or maybe 500 people department? That's where SAFE comes in. SAFE organizes multiple agile teams into what's called as agile release train. So dozens of teams can work together towards a shared goal with aligned planning cycles called PI planning or program increment planning. When is it best used? When you are in a large enterprise, multiple teams, multiple dependencies, domains like banking, insurance, government projects. But yes, remember, SAFE has a learning curve. Don't try to implement it without experienced coaches. Okay. Next, let's see XP and Lean. So XP is Extreme Programming Framework and Lean Framework. Okay, they are also worth knowing. So, XP is Agile for software engineers. It emphasizes technical excellence, pair programming, test driven development, and continuous integration. It is best for engineering heavy teams that want to build very high quality code and fast. Lean. So, lean comes in from Toyota's manufacturing system. The core idea: eliminate the waste. Every step in your process should add value. If it doesn't, cut it. It works beautifully in operations, logistics, and service industries. Okay, so you can see on the screen a quick reference guide where you can see each framework is used when and where. Yeah. Before I wrap up, let me call out the single biggest mistake organizations make. They start doing agile, running stand ups, creating backlogs, holding sprint reviews, having retrospectives, but they never become agile. They go through the motions without changing the mindset. Managers still demand fixed scope and fixed dates. Teams are still punished for changing requirements. That's not agile. That's agile washing. True agile requires a culture shift. Leadership must trust teams. Failures must be safe. You should always be ready to learn from your failures. And of course, it should be valued. So, to recap, agile is a mindset, not a tool. If you are a manager, your job isn't to master every framework. Your job is to create the conditions for agile teams to thrive. And that starts with understanding what agile actually means. If this helped you, share it with someone on your team who just nods in meetings but isn't sure why. Okay? And yes, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. See you in the next one. Thank you.